No BlizzCon this year. Should we go to Dallas now? Like, what the? I wonder if it's because they had to change it in the company and they just felt like they needed to wait. Why is this doing this, by the way? Like, why is it?
I think that's it for Space Station.
I want to probably read it in between games.
Yeah, go for it. I'm surprised by that.
After careful consideration over the last year, we at Blizzard have made the decision to not hold BlizzCon 2024. We're excited to bring BlizzCon back in future years and still have some exciting plans for events in 2024. Read more. Dude, this is dude, that's so dumb. BlizzCon was probably the best PR marketing they've gotten in years, in so many years. Like, BlizzCon breathed life into especially World of Warcraft. A lot of people were excited for World of Warcraft after the opening speech. Especially, like, people were like, holy shit, WoW is so back, quote unquote. Hell, even us in Overwatch, same thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, our thing in Overwatch compared to WoW's was so small, but like a lot of people, myself included, were very excited. It was like, holy shit, there's actually like big stuff coming someday. An update on this year's BlizzCon and Blizzard's 2024 live events. And you know what the worst part is, chat? I'm having deja vu, because around this time last year was when Overwatch started going to shit, and I'm not a big fan of this season. And they had laid a bunch of people off. Oh god, I have so much. Oh god, oh Jesus. All right, let's dissect this corpus speak. An update on this year's BlizzCon and Blizzard's 2024 live events. After careful consideration over the last year, how is it over the last year? Okay, we at Blizzard have made the decision not to hold BlizzCon in 2024. This decision was not made lightly, as BlizzCon remains a very special event for all of us, and we know many of you look forward to it. While we are approaching this year differently and we have explored different event formats in the past, rest assured that we are just as excited as ever to bring BlizzCon back in future years. So they're taking a year off. Okay, there's a couple things that first jump out to me here. One is people are immediately going to say they don't have enough content, and to be quite honest, they might be right. This year's BlizzCon was my first BlizzCon ever. Does anybody know if they sold out or not on tickets? Because don't get me wrong, BlizzCon had a lot of people. It had a pretty good amount of people. But I had a lot of people tell me that it wasn't as many as past years, and there also wasn't as much to do. I was in the Overwatch section the entire time because I was co-streaming and and doing all that kind of stuff, so it was a little bit different because we had World Cup, so like our section was very, very, very different. But a lot of people will normally have told me in the past, like, you can like test out new stuff and test out new games and play new stuff, right? And apparently this year was not like that. Like, it was just like a couple like panels with devs talking, statues and stuff to look at. But like actually playing and doing stuff at BlizzCon there wasn't a whole lot. Over the next few months, we'll be sharing more details about our launches coming later this year. I wonder what that could even be, because they canceled the survival game, including World of Warcraft, The War Within, and Diablo 4's first expansion, Vessel of Hatred. To celebrate these upcoming releases and to bring our communities together in new and special ways, we will soon share some exciting plans for other industry trade shows and conventions like Gamescom. Oh my fuck, they're literally, holy shit, Microsoft's coming in to balance the books. But everyone could play that at home too. Yeah, you're not wrong, but that's not also, like, BlizzCon was much more than just playing the games, right? Like, but it's like playing the games was a very important part of like things to do, right? Like, you didn't go to BlizzCon constantly just like sit there and listen to developers talk the entire time. Don't get me wrong, like, you learned a lot of cool stuff, but there was a much more social aspect, I feel like, to it than that. So yeah, that's probably what's going to happen, is probably they're just going to play from home, and it saves them a lot of money. We can't tell you more about these. We can't wait to tell you more about these plans soon. We're also looking forward to the Overwatch Champions Series stops at both DreamHack Dallas and DreamHack Stockholm, and we're thrilled to be planning multiple global in-person events to commemorate the 30th anniversary of Warcraft. which will be held in addition to the in-game celebrations across our Warcraft games throughout 2024. While these events are distinct from BlizzCon, we are harnessing all of our creativity and imagination to ensure that they carry the same spirit of celebration of togetherness. You know what my brain jumps to first is they don't think there's enough people left in the other games. It's just Warcraft. It's just Warcraft. And they probably want to do a smaller event for Warcraft and like just all in Warcraft, because Warcraft was the only thing that was really like a big hit at BlizzCon for most people. There was the return of the guy who's like their Jeff Kaplan. They got the stuff for the old WoW Classic and the retail, which was like a bunch of new expansions, and a lot of people like were very excited for it. While Diablo and Overwatch really didn't get much, right? And like, am I wrong? What? I'm gonna open the launcher. What else is there? StarCraft isn't gonna get anything. Heroes of the Storm ain't gonna get nothing. StarCraft dead. Diablo's limping. That's scary. Our hope is that these experiences, along with several live streamed industry events where we'll keep you up to date with what's happening in our games universes, will capture the essence of what makes Blizzard's community so special. Yeah, so they're just gonna do BlizzCon online, basically. They're gonna do BlizzCon online in some way. That's my prediction. No matter how you choose to connect with us at these events this year, whether it be in person or virtually, we can't wait to see you there. They probably got tons of return on the live streams. I think wasn't all of BlizzCon live stream this year, so they're probably like, okay, most people want to live stream it at home anyways and probably don't want to be there. That's actually that's insane. Holy shit. To be fair, Microsoft bought WoW and Overwatch, not Blizzard. They probably have no need to keep the things up. They can't see a way to make it profitable. I mean, Diablo's not dead. They're just struggling. Diablo's just struggling. I mean, they also had the Malga playtest available at the same time as BlizzCon. Oh yeah, you're right. Malga playtest available at the same time as BlizzCon too. It's gonna be 1 week later, so that alone says something. Yeah, you know, wait, that's actually a really good point. That's actually a really good point with the Malga playtest. I felt this way, and a lot of other people felt this way too. It was kind of a disadvantage to be at BlizzCon as opposed to be home, because you couldn't really play Malga at BlizzCon. Like, yeah, there was a couple PCs for it, but like, it really wasn't a very good experience. It was like, okay, like, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, it's all right, I guess. But you could have played at home and had a perfect experience. And like, as a creator, I missed out on that because like I couldn't make any content from BlizzCon, which is very interesting. That's actually very interesting. Not gonna lie, I was thinking about going to BlizzCon this year just to meet some of the Overwatch community in person. Dude, I was probably like considering staying home just because like stream wise it didn't make sense. Like I probably could have popped off really hard by not going in person because like I started late, you know, didn't carry through the drops of the weekend, you know what I mean? Like financially it didn't make sense compared to staying home. So I'd have to weigh that, but I had so much fun seeing everybody and hanging out with everybody that I would probably have still went again, even though financially it didn't make sense, you know?